Oh, morning boys and girls, friends, enemies. I don't mind who. Ah, dear, it is bloody cold today. Even the heated grips are struggling. I haven't out much because of the weather lately. The last 3-4 days. Just been horrendous, hasn't it? Heavy rain, high winds, or down here anyway. So I popped to Tesco for a couple of little bits, and I had this elderly lady walk up to me when I was getting back to the bike, and she sort of beamed and said, "What a lovely bike, blah." And I'm in no rush, so I talking to her. And she's well into her 90s and learnt to ride on an old BSA during the war, and I forget which department she said she worked for. It wasn't Ministry of Defence, it was something like the Post Office. And she and her husband had an old Indian, Norton's Goldwing. He sadly passed a few years ago, but you could see by the sparkle in her eye and the way she spoke about it, she was definitely a biker chick at some point. Bless. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for filtering today. Cold affects my reactions, probably because I'm older now, and I do honestly think it slows down the thinking process slightly. You're not quite as rapid or alert when you're really cold. Does anybody else find that? So when it's cold, I take less risks. Added to that, we had icy roads last night. I think it's only about 3 degrees centigrade now, and it's what, an hour off midday. So the cold weather, does it affect your riding style? Do you ride the same? Or do you ride slightly more cautiously? It's not the road conditions, I can handle the road conditions, it's me. I just don't feel, riding wise, 100%. So it makes me wonder, is it just me? Because I'm getting older, or do really, really cold days affect others? Interesting topic. I'm retired. I don't need to be out here. I looked in the fridge and I got food. But for some reason there was nothing in there last night. You know, it just felt boring. So I thought today I'd go out and get something special. I'm going to do a nice beef ragout later. Got half a bottle of red wine, purely for cooking. It's just not the best day of the week. They had snow overnight up north. West of the country is going to get some more tonight, I believe. So I don't think it will be too long before we get a dose. And I think this will be the last year or the first year, I'm just not going to bother if there's snow and ice on the road. It's not worth it for pleasure. I've done it so many times. The novelty wears off. I always cross the road here because that bump is a lot less severe. Just in case anybody ever watches and wonders. The bump on the left hand side literally lifts you off the saddle. Now we'll have a little bit of a ride, purely and simply because she's been stood for 4 days in really cold conditions, and I think it doesn't hurt to stretch their legs a bit, does it? Warm up the old oil and get it recirculating and fill the old battery up. Cold weather depletes the battery. 18 is a bit slow, mister. Yeah, I know, I used to drive them many years ago. Quite make out why he's going quite so slow. £15 an hour is a bit too slow, especially considering that the traffic is quite light. Also managed to get my dig my second camera out and get it working, GoPro, and I thought off-roading it would be fun to have a front and rear view, because James is quite often behind me and does some silly things. The trouble is on a KTM is finding somewhere to put it. Bear with me. Ooh. There's not an awful lot at the back to mount one to that doesn't risk breaking it should I fall. So I've underslung it from the luggage rack. We'll have a look, see if that view works. If it's any good, I'll give you a little preview on this. the BMW. I did used to do rear views quite a lot and cut them in, and I'm not a fan of the rear view. It can get a little tedious, but for playing in the mud or playing off-road, I think it's going to be useful. I don't know, you tell me. You're the guys who watch. Don't think I'm going to be out much longer today. Purely and simply because I don't need to be. It. Not sure I've got anything else to say. That's one of my pointless rambles, really. I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully with something more interesting to talk about. So, bye.